Welcome back to another video. So y'all join me as I do the hands-off protest down in downtown Atlanta. We marched from Piedmont Park all the way down to Liberty Plaza, which is at the Capitol in the city. I know it's one of those things where in the community we were telling people to stand down, and I was one of those people telling people to stand down. I'm not even gonna lie. But because the group I volunteer with, which is Indivisible Georgia, and I'm part of Indivisible Georgia 4, Congressional District 4's core team, I want to be a part of the movement itself, and just to be active out there and to get out there and record some content too. So y'all join me as we walk around. I walk around Piedmont Park. It was a we, just me. Walk around Piedmont Park. I'm not gonna put y'all through the whole thing of because I streamed the whole thing live. So we did. It took an hour and a half. No, it took an hour and about 12 minutes to get down to the plaza. And yeah, just join me there. And just, I mean, it was a good time. There was no issues out there. There were no anti-protesters, no nothing. People were generally in good spirits as far as, why we out there protesting for. I'm glad to see, people showed up. I will say it was like 98%, like 90% white people that was out there, which is what people say they want to see, get out and protest and march because they're tired of putting black lives, black bodies on the front line. So it was a good protest. Met a lot of great people out there. We had great conversation. And of course, this is after the fact because I did 8 miles that day. So to say that the way our ancestors marched 50 plus miles to Selma and some hard bottom shoes, I got to give that off to them because I did 8 miles in actual sneakers and that tore my feet up when I got back to my doggone car.
Racing to the finish line, seatbelt, fast whips, got a win in mind.
Artlist.io.
Ain't no 10 in mind. Friends keep saying slow down, should have seen the signs. Riding down the street road, but we going, I don't know. God, please protect me, I'm halfway home. Take the wheel right now, I let go. Thinking about the ones to let go.
Music licensing reimagined.
No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Next sense, making noise, all I hear them say.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason.
You wanted Biden out and then want Harris in because you said she was going to be a copycat of Biden and all of the policies that he was pushing was going to come back in office. And inflation was going up, the cost of eggs was going up, everything was going up. Housing is an issue, which all of this stuff is accurate, it's the truth. But you put a fool in office who ain't did nothing but made prices go up, your 401k tank out, add extra taxes on any and all goods that's coming into this country, kill off your local farmers by getting rid of the immigrants that actually work on their farms. So I'm like, that can go, it's a litany of things. Put a South African in charge, not even the elected in charge of stuff that he has no experience in doing, but you want to talk about DEI. Illegally put your stuff on an open chat talking about what you're going to do in a war, in an active war itself, and then want to lie about it. Continuously attack the black community. Want to get rid of Jack Robinson stuff. Want to pull funding from the Smithsonian if they don't get rid of the black exhibits and stuff. But yeah, he out watching for y'all prices. He making sure that y'all can live comfortably. And can't nobody ever, anybody, any Trump supporter ever tell me what this man did policy-wise to boost their pockets.
I don't know. God, please protect me. I'm halfway home. Take the wheel right now. I let go. Thinking about the ones to let go.
Music licensing reimagined.
No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Next sense, making noise. All I hear them say.
Plist.io.
Cars all the time. Ain't no tell, gotta let it shine. Tell me where to sign. I'll give it all away for some peace of mind. Cause I'm fading so.
Music licensing reimagined.
I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new.
So made it back to the car. The event itself, or the protest itself, was actually pretty good. Wasn't any problems going on. Didn't meet up with any anti-protesters, any of that. Matter of fact, wasn't a problem with the police, which is why I stayed in the protest itself, because I initially committed that if something was to go down, I would just go back out anyway, because they didn't have a license to actually do the protest on the streets. Even though they had one at the park, they didn't have one. They had one at the park and they had one at the Capitol. They didn't have one to actually protest on the street. So I continued to stay on with it. I went live the whole time, so you won't see some of my live here, but you could have caught it on TikTok and some other platforms. But I stayed on TikTok the whole time. And yeah, I know, boy, y'all say, oh, well, you know, somebody was in the comments about Trump saved TikTok. Trump was the one that initiated the whole ban on TikTok in the first place. Protest was good. At the Capitol, it was somewhat better, but it was unorganized because they didn't have enough loudspeakers there. They said probably about 30,000 people showed up. And so people got turned away. They couldn't come into the plaza itself, so they had to stand outside, and they didn't have enough microphones for people to actually hear what's going on. Then they started flying the helicopters around the area, which made it even worse. And then they had 5051 that was there, and one of the ladies there was a freaking prick, because you weren't allowed as well certain parts of the back part of the area, which I didn't know. So she was like, you can't go back there. So I'm like, you know, okay, I got you. I'm just trying to. And she was like, everybody just trying to. So I was like, lady, I'm just trying to stand here and record. You told me I can't come back there. I'm just telling you reason why I'm over here. I'm like, if you shut the hell up and let me finish saying what I gotta say, it won't be no problem. So anyway, outside of that, protest was good. Everything was cool. So y'all get out, get active, be active. I'm not saying as far as the black community goes, participate in any more protests. I was doing this because I'm part of Indivisible Georgia and a couple of other organizations. So I came up, showed up for that to get some content as well too for my platform. I do report political content. So anyway, y'all be active. Till next time, love y'all. Peace out.